just because you want comfy outfits doesn't mean you want to be invisible. Hi, I'm Diana. There are many reasons why you would want comfortable outfits that don't squeeze your body anywhere. So what if you want outfits that are super comfortable, but also super stylish? I have at least 10 ideas for you here today. And let's also talk about those items that women gravitate to when they're looking for comfort, but why those items don't really work. So are you ready to expand your idea of comfy and cute? Let's go. Here's a pretty common outfit that women gravitate to when they think of just simple, comfy, cute. And it's jeans and a top. Boring. And let me tell you a little bit about why this actually doesn't really work. You gravitate to your jeans because you're used to them, but they're actually not the most comfortable choice. They've got this waistband here, and sometimes you're having a little bit of a bigger day. You know, even if you just gain a couple of pounds, your crotch starts getting hangry for your jeans, if you know what I mean. And that just doesn't feel good. And this t-shirt, it doesn't say anything. In fact, what it says is that if I sit at my desk long enough in this fabric, my armpits are actually not going to smell that nice. So am I really going to feel that cute if I'm not smelling that nice and my crotch is having lunch? This video is going off the rails. The answer is you're not going to feel that cute. What would I wear instead and why? Let me show you. How about this instead? So here we have an outfit built off of soft pants. Soft pants with an adjustable wide waistband that you can adjust to whatever size you are that day. But the soft pants are also cute and have a fun pattern and show your personality. Speaking of personality, what about these sleeves? They definitely show that you are fun. But what I really like about this shirt is that it's cotton and it's very far away from my armpits. It's boxy, so it allows for whatever I feel like that day. It doesn't bind anywhere. And then I've added some little red mesh shoes for comfort. And if I was feeling pretty wild, I would add my personality tote bag. And how much more fun is this than your jeans and t-shirt? This is way more cute, and it's actually more comfortable. I feel like I could wear this all day and I wouldn't be dying to take it off my body at the end of the day. I also paired this outfit with some fun red flats. And you know, speaking of these red flats, this is something I want to talk about today. Comfy and cute can also apply to your shoes. And it should apply to your shoes. In the other outfit, I was wearing stiff leather loafers, which looked great, but they didn't feel that great, and they get a little sweaty halfway through the day. And in this outfit, I'm wearing mesh loafers that you can actually see right through and the wind goes through, and you can wash the insoles. These do not adjust. These adjust. So if your feet are a little bit swollen, which can happen, you can give yourself a little more breathing room. So that's the focus here, giving yourself a little more space when you want it. And here's the second outfit. And before I show you the whole thing, I just want to say that today we are partnering with VIVAIA because their focus is on comfort, style, and sustainability. And we want comfort all the way down to our feet. Okay, so what are we talking about here? We're talking about the t-shirt dress. You know how a lot of dresses like to gather at the middle. And brands do their best to guess where your middle is, but everybody's middle is in a different place, so those are awful. But a t-shirt dress kind of goes straight down, so you don't have to worry about your middle. And a t-shirt dress comes in many different lengths. This one just happens to be short because I thrifted these items, and this is what I found. And here we are with the red mesh flats, but I would like to show you with these white loafers. And now you have shoes that can easily go from work to hanging out to shopping. I might go shopping a lot. I don't buy everything. It sounds like I just buy everything all the time. I just love to see things. I love to see new things. I love to see new designs. So you don't even know how excited I was when these arrived. Look how airy these are. My feet are getting wider and wider at the toe box as I get older. It's not really a problem until I go to put on shoes. And then they always rub on the sides. But these loafers have a nice wide toe box that accommodate my foot and still look slim at the toes. I don't know how they do it. This is a beautiful feminine shape that makes my foot look good. And it's got the same squishy insole that's removable and washable. In fact, this entire shoe is washable. And I love that because that's probably what you were thinking when I was showing you white shoes. I love the way a white shoe brightens up an outfit. I can't wait to show you the next outfit. When you're looking for comfy, do not be afraid of oversized silhouettes. I don't even know what size this is, but I know we can make it cute. Let's talk about the principles of how you can do this. So you start with something that is probably too big for you, but it feels amazing. You want it to feel great first. And then you do not need a belt. Isn't that refreshing? But you do need something with structure that's going to kind of bring it in a bit. And that would be with a vest or a jacket. In this case, we're going to do a jacket. And this is what I can't wait to show you. The white shoes are good. But what about if we do these that have a bit more personality? So both the red shoes and the white shoes were mesh and breathable, but these are the most breathable ones yet. These are the most breathable shoes I've ever seen. And look how cute, look how fun. And they feel like absolutely nothing on my feet. And they have so much personality. I cannot even believe how much these feel like nothing on my feet. I am so comfortable in this outfit. Almost nothing is touching me. To balance out the black of the shoes, I'm just gonna do a tiny little skinny scarf. So what am I trying to say here? I'm saying that when you want to be comfy, cute, stylish, let your shoes have personality too, but they should also have comfort. Personality shoes don't have to be uncomfortable. So comfortable, so soft. So how about instead of the leather jacket, we do a leather vest? I feel like this works really well for spring or summer. It looks really pulled together. And again, I feel nothing on my feet. If you're interested in any of these shoes we are using today, you can use my discount codes below. You're gonna want that discount. Listen, I know there are days where you just feel like a blob and you want to even look like a blob, but you don't have to look like a blob. These two things are mutually exclusive. So on a day where I feel like a blob, I could wear something with a lot of volume, like this beautiful dress. And see how sheer it is? Just because you're feeling like a blob doesn't mean you need to be wearing like all thick, opaque clothes. In fact, these fun, girly fabrics might even make you feel better. I know they do for me. And I feel like the white shoes are gonna look great with this too. Beautiful, perfect, springy, and my feet are feeling so good with all this airflow. For me, that can really kind of ruin the mood of an afternoon. When my feet are feeling a little murky in my shoes, that's not good. And I'm always thinking about it. If my feet are feeling fresh, I'm gonna feel better. And you know, a dress like this might be a little short for you. In that case, throw some pants on under it. This will make a beautiful blouse. So I brought out these stretchy white pants to put underneath this, and this feels so good. This feels so light and springy. I feel really adorable in this. Let's see it with the pink sneakers. So pretty and shiny and springy. You could wear any comfy personality shoes that you like, but I honestly have loved these, and I really love the washable insoles. A lot of these pairs are actually the entire shoe is machine washable, and the insoles come out of most of them. And disclaimer, these are not washable, but I also don't see any reason why these would need to be tossed in the wash, because they're the airiest things I have ever put on my feet. It's like putting nothing on my feet. I love the way that little bit of personality pokes out of the bottom. What a weird and silly pattern. So fun, so frivolous. I love something fun and frivolous. Can't you tell? Okay, let's do an outfit with a real t-shirt. And the thing about a t-shirt is that you normally wear them with jeans or shorts. Just swap those things out for a midi skirt or longer. So we're also talking about not wanting things around our waist, but I just suggested a skirt. You want something with an elastic waistband that's very stretchy and also feels good on you, or maybe a drawstring so that you can adjust the size. And your t-shirt doesn't need to be tucked into that. You don't need to be highlighting your waist. But if you do want to rein in your t-shirt a little bit, you can pull it to the back, twist it a little bit, and just tuck it in there. So you don't add any extra bulk down here. Because you know that today you don't need any. So when I say any midi skirt, I meant one with a little bit more personality to it. And this one is kind of like a shiny orange. And it's so fun. And I love it with just these white loafers. And I think it's gonna look great with that little white bag. I am correct. Cute, comfy, stylish. I almost feel like I could put anything on with these shoes in this bag. I would like to see this with the black shoes as well. Yes, fun personality, wonderful. Love it. Let's see another dress. So here we are with a shapeless sack of a dress. And you guys are always like, you could put on a potato sack and look good. Hello, potato sack. And not looking good, not feeling good when you don't look good. So this one does come with a belt. It doesn't help this dress very much to be tied. I mean, it does help it, but we're not talking about tying around the middle. So let's get rid of this. And let's talk about how you might bring this in a bit if you were feeling fluffy. We talked earlier about the t-shirt dress shape, and we want to turn this more into a t-shirt dress shape, which is just slightly brought in, just slightly. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this little hoop earring and I'm going to put it, let's see, I think I want my dress to come in right about here. And then I'm going to go from behind, from underneath my dress, and I'm going to wrap it around my ring on the inside. I can't show you that because now I have to lift up my dress and tie that ponytail around the ring. Just a couple of twists, just something enough that it's going to stay in there. And now you have one of those fancy dresses that cost $200 that have the gathering right there. And it brings your dress in a little bit, which is a much nicer shape. You can bring it in more if you bring in more fabric into your little ponytail on the inside. And this is so much better, and I love this gathering here. It creates a little bit of visual interest. Maybe I'll use the sash as a scarf. I love to do that. This is getting really fun, but I think that what we need here is the red shoes. I don't think that you should be afraid of color mixing, especially when you're trying to create comfy outfits, because so often we treat comfortable outfits like we want to hide. And you know, truthfully, you might feel that way. You might feel like you want to hide when you're not feeling confident about your body. You shouldn't try to hide because you're not actually hiding. People can see you in your grubby clothes. So you might as well wear something entertaining. And in this case, I've made this dress fit so much better. It doesn't hug my body anywhere, and I've added some fun with my red shoes. What's next? I know you see that neon back there. And this is my go-to outfit for when I'm having a day where I want nothing touching me. This jumpsuit is everything to me. I have it in blue, I have it in red, I love it. The wide legs, the cotton gauze, I love it. And how cute is it with these white shoes? I love these white shoes with everything. Use my discount code if you're gonna go looking for these. But what we're going to do now is add some fun. We've been talking about mesh shoes this whole time, but what about adding some more mesh? What about just having some fun? What about it? Why wouldn't you? Why wouldn't you choose to have more fun? Oh my goodness. The issue with jumpsuits is obviously the restroom problem. So, you know, if you need very quick access to the restroom, don't button or belt anything over your jumpsuit. I'm a little more patient about it, so I can button this over it, so don't freak out. Oh, wow. I love this mesh outfit. This feels so good. There's just air flowing everywhere. This is gonna be a great and interesting summer outfit. What is this? It's like a neon yellow, short-sleeved mesh blazer. So weird, so wonderful. Often weird is wonderful to me because weird is interesting and interesting is wonderful. But can we just be like not weird for a second? I want to show you something that's like super normy, but so beautiful. So early next year, I'm going to be turning 50, and I've been thinking, what do I want to do for my 50th? And I probably want to dress up. Of course I want to dress up. But I've been thinking about pretty things I might want to wear, pretty things that I don't usually get to wear anywhere else. And look at this pretty dress. Okay, so I thought this would go perfectly with the theme of things that don't touch your body. Look how pretty you can look without anything really touching your body. And I do think that this looks great with these shoes. I love being able to walk comfortably. It's important to me. But I thought, how pretty would this look with the red shoes? Yes, yes! I do think that these red shoes really adds the touch to this dress that it so badly needed. I would totally wear this to my 50th birthday party. I think that's gonna be the hardest thing, deciding what one thing to wear to my 50th birthday party. That's too much pressure. One thing, it could be this though. Or, listen, I know you've probably been eyeballing this dress the whole time going, put it on. It's on. This is not a normie dress. This is a fun dress. Look at all this texture. Look at the volume. Just because you don't want things cinched around your waist does not mean you can't be super pretty and fun. In fact, I think that when you're not worried about doing the feminine silhouette, the classic feminine silhouette, you can have much more fun. Look at all the volume in this dress. And I feel more feminine in this than I did in my t-shirt and jeans. But Diana, you say, don't disparage my jeans and tank top like that. I like them and they're always comfortable to me. And you know what? I do get that. I have one pair of jeans that's always comfortable, never binding, never has hangry crotch. And this is them. It's these palazzo jeans. Gosh, do I love them. And I'm wearing them with these little pink sneakerinas still, because I don't think that wearing a green shirt and pink shoes is weird. I think it's fun. Color mixing isn't that complicated, folks. But I was going to say that instead of your regular tank top that is too tight and that you might have to tuck in, or it's at an awkward length, try a little mini dress over your jeans instead. And it's going to give you a lot more grace through here, and you're going to be super comfortable. And though I love these pink shoes with this, I think that this would look good just about with any pair of shoes that we use today. It's fun to have a little pattern on my feet. Adorable. You know what you could even do if you wanted to give your arms a little cover up? Do I worry about the length difference? I do not. Because what this outfit says is, I'm doing something here, and none of it is your business. But I do think these white shoes are going to work best. And even though it's weird, it does look like I'm doing something on purpose. And look how cute it looks on its own. I do feel like it could use a little neck scarf. Nobody said that you had to wear a scarf. But I like a scarf in all weather. And even when I don't want things touching my body. Because silk is a wonderful fabric that I never mind. And leopard, oh my gosh, yes. Absolutely fun, cute, and summery. I would like to say one last thing to you. Dressing more interesting isn't hard. It just takes some intentional choices. To choose bold, to choose fun, to choose delighting your senses. Thanks to VIVAIA for providing these 4 shoes for this experience today. That was so fun. And if you're interested in these shoes or any other VIVAIA shoes, check my link below for a discount code. You're gonna want it. And you'll be on your way to some fun personal foot style as well. I hope that was 10 outfits. I think it was. Whatever. There's plenty of videos on this channel, people. Watch them. I hope this was fun and not too crazy. I'll see you soon.